Late that night, after Melanie closes down the recreational center for the night and heads home, a hooded figure breaks into Cooper's courts with a toolbox and heads straight for the gym. They then go to one of the equipment and loosens up the screws on it. Melanie is at home watching TV on what appeared to be a news report. The news reporter then said that he had someone special for Melanie. It was none other than Jace, who said that he loved Melanie and he would never let her out of his sight. Thankfully, it only turned out to be a bad dream. Melanie is training with Charlie again on the same gym equipment that was tampered with the other night. Eventually, as a result of the unscrewing, a part of the equipment falls on Charlie, breaking her arm. Charlie is then rushed to the emergency room. The good news was that her injuries were non-life-threatening. The bad news, unfortunately, was that she was to wear a cast on her arm for the next few months until it fully healed. Little did Melanie know was that there was more bad news on the way. Melanie goes back to the restaurant that she went to with Kyle and asks the hostess if Candace was working, as she really needed to talk to her. But the hostess tells her that she hasn't shown up to work in 2 days, which was not like her to do. Melanie watches the next basketball game with Kyle and her brother Jared. Melanie tells Jared about her encounter with Candace and how she just up and vanished into thin air. Melanie thinks she should report it to the police, but Jared thinks she could be mistaken and that Candace really was ignoring Melanie on purpose. During the game, Melanie tries to keep a low profile the whole time so that Jace wouldn't notice her. Once again, the Ocelots beat the other team by just 23 points. Unfortunately, Jace saw Kyle and Melanie embrace in a hug during the crowd applause and gives them an angry look. Kyle tells Melanie that he's gonna go out to the bar with his friends. Melanie was gonna stay in the gym late with Jared to see what was wrong with the gym equipment that fell on Charlie. Kyle is out at the bar with his friends. When he goes to the bathroom, a random woman comes from out of nowhere and kisses him, while someone from the bar snaps a photo of them. The woman quickly apologizes and says that she mistook him for her husband and walks off. Kyle stands there stunned, and the person who snapped the photo was revealed to be none other than Jace. Jared and Melanie are at the gym late at night with a repairman trying to figure out what caused the gym equipment to fall like that. The repairman finally comes to the conclusion that the screws were intentionally loosened and says that he'll gladly repair the machine and tighten up the screws free of charge. While that is happening, Jace breaks into Melanie and Kyle's house again, and this time, he plants a pair of panties inside the bed. Jace then sprays the bed with an expensive cologne. Jace is trying to make it look like Kyle is cheating on Melanie with another woman. Jace stares and smiles menacingly at a photo of Melanie and says that she will be his. Jace then hears someone coming in from the driveway and runs down to the backyard to his car, which was parked outside a couple blocks away. Melanie is dropped off home by Jared. When she is about to turn in for the night, she gets a text from an unknown number. The text reads, "Would you want to know the kind of person your fiancé is?" along with the photo of Kyle and the woman from the bar. Melanie is shocked and then feels something from inside the bed. It was the panties. We soon find out that it was Jace who sent the text message from a burner phone inside his car. When Kyle gets home, he sees Melanie with a suitcase waiting for him on the couch. Melanie showed Kyle the photo and demanded an explanation. Kyle swore on his life that he didn't know who that woman was and that she mistook him for her husband. But Melanie didn't believe him and shows him the pair of panties that she found. Kyle also swears that he never saw them before. Melanie tells Kyle that she needs some time away from him and that she can't stand to look at him anymore. She tells him that she'll be staying at Jared's for a while. Jace drives to a random location where he meets up with the woman from the bar. Turns out she was an escort named Esma, who Jace had hired to set Kyle up as a cheater, which worked. Jace pays Esma $500 for her work.